It is a new year, and what we're saying, a new year, new you. Good day, Charlotte, trying to get you fit in more than just one way, physically, mentally, spiritually, and today, fiscally.
That's right. This morning, Charlie Bowers from Inside Folios is here to help us get out of holiday debt. And Charlie, one of the biggest ways we can do that, one of the biggest pieces of debt people have is credit card debt, right?
Oh, credit card debt is huge, and unfortunately, many of us buy everything we want at Christmas, and we're going to end up spending so much money, then spend all of 2019 trying to pay off what we have for 2018. And one of the best ways to do that is go ahead and organize your debt, whether it's a card debt or various credit cards, and go ahead and write down balances and interest rates associated with it, because debt is not something you want. Then make sure you're spending less than you earn so that you can work on a plan to pay off that debt.
Wait, now that sounds like groundbreaking information, but I bet you have to remind people of that a lot. You kind of get into this snowball effect of buying. You figure, wait, I only make this much, yet I'm spending this much. That's never going to add up.
That's the curse of the credit card. It's easy to say, here, take this, and you don't really account for how much you're spending, and you end up spending more than you earn.
Yeah.
And you just build debt and build debt.
And it's somewhat counterintuitive when you look at the recommendation for which debt you should pay off first, because you would think maybe biggest debt, biggest payoff to get rid of it, but that's not what you recommend, is it?
There's really two schools of thought. Do you pay the one with the biggest APR, the biggest credit or interest you have to pay, or do you pay off the smallest one? I happen to think you want to pay off the smallest one first, because now you've gotten rid of one bill completely and you've accomplished something. That's why we mess up on our New Year's resolutions. We're not seeing enough progress. We're not accomplishing anything. So let's knock out something and see that progress.
Oh, that's interesting. So do you think people should go ahead and pay off those debts one at a time? Once you've paid one off, do you recommend taking that amount, say $80 was going to that one credit card, should you move that on to the next one? Or what do you think you should do?
At our office at Inside Folios, we think let's see some more progress. Let's share some of the money, some of the extra we have in our savings, and some to pay off the debt, because it's progress. It's an accomplishment if I can see myself building some wealth. So just going to a credit card, it might go away. You don't see it. You don't have that feeling of accomplishment, and you might stop. Right.
Whereas if you're building up some of the savings, you still feel that as well. Now, what about added expenses that you still have? You know, if you pay off that one, but you still have expenses adding up, or things that you still need to buy, things that still come up. How do you kind of counterbalance all of that together?
Again, you got to spend less than you earn. That's going to be the bottom line if you ever want to get out of that credit card debt. Now you can possibly save looking into 2019. You know, you have your holiday list from 2018.
Right. Go
ahead and create your holiday list for 2019 and start making those purchases. Look for deals starting today. And it can even be seasonal. You know, I'm going to buy a swimsuit here in January for, use in October, whatever it is, August. Yeah.
For those that maybe not, that aren't in as bad a debt right now as others right now, as we move through this year, is there just one piece of advice that you would give folks for 2019 if they've never budgeted, maybe start a budget, moving to cash only? What would you give as advice?
You just sounded like you had the right ideas right there. It's create that emergency fund. Everybody, no matter how old you are, 20 or 50 or 60, you need an emergency fund, because we all have unexpected expenses that pop up. And you don't want to have to sell something at a distressed price to take care of yourself.
Charlie Bowers, Inside Folios, thank you for the time.
Thank you.
Come back for more Good Day. We're back after this.